Okay, folks, here we go.
Guys, here we go. Let's have a good show.
1B, stand by. Okay,
Yeah.
Yacht,
Yeah,
take it.
take it at midfield,
Take
just
it.
right now. Go to camera 3.
Can
3,
you
go to the gate. Perfect, just like that.
I'll just go ahead.
Yeah, graphics 2 is going to be up for the first. Okay.
Take it.
Go right now. Go to camera 3. Go, yep.
Can you
Go to the gate. Perfect, just like that. No music.
I'm going to hand to Q, Sophie.
Wait for it, wait for it. Wait for it.
On radio in the Canal Zone.
All right, guys, mic check.
SBPM.
Go ready.
Okay, Ricky, mic.
Wait for it.
Yep, I am ready.
Wait for it. Wait for it. 2.5.
Willie, mic check.
Yep, let's go.
1B, stand by.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we're live.
Okay, and go for it, guys.
All right, guys, here we go. We are live at the reunion, July 4th, 2025. I'm here with, of course, my boy Ricky Royo on the West Coast, but I have a special guest host here. Miss Dylan Overstreet is joining us. Hi, Dylan.
Hi.
Hi,
Dylan's
Dylan.
our newest Zonian. That is our Tampa Bay correspondent, Dylan Overstreet, saying hello all the way from the reunion. But anyhow,
And
guys,
is that
exciting
the
show.
Atlantic side Overstreet family?
It's not, but that's what everybody thinks. In fact, John, that's Mitchie Hearn's husband, John, and he might as well be a Zonian. He comes out to every reunion, and
Oh,
people
absolutely.
are like, "Hey, John, how
Yes.
you doing?" And
Yeah,
it's the
John's
Overstreet. And he's like, "All right, he's an Atlantic Center, so it works
John's
well."
definitely it.
It's good
Right
cover.
on.
Covered. But Ricky, happy Friday, man! Happy 4th, happy birthday, America!
Happy birthday, America. 249.
Yeah, 249. How about that? Yeah. So what's going on out in the West Coast? Ricky could join us.
Well,
here
guys,
in-
it's 5 o'clock right now on the West Coast. Willie is in Tampa, 7 o'clock, and we're a little late, and we apologize about that. We've had a little issues with the microphone, so it might be a difficult show, but we're going to do our best, guys. Willie is at the Super Bowl of reunions.
Yes,
And
indeed.
he has a lot to inform us of what he's seen. But before all that gets started, let's start our show with thank you for being with us. As you know,
Yes.
Willie and I, both born and raised in the Canal Zone, here every week to provide you with the Happy Hour podcast on YouTube and Facebook. But this podcast, guys, is all about the Panama Canal, the Canal Zone way of life. That's what we talk about every week, over a year now. But one thing we like to do with this podcast is always started with the toast. So,
With the toast, and so I'm going.
felicidades
I'm
to
going
everybody
right
out there.
to the
Happy 4th of July.
Yes, salute everybody. Mhm.
Salute. And let's get this show started.
Indeed, it's going to be a bit of a hybrid show, guys. We don't have a program like we normally do, but we're going to kind of wing it and just have fun, talk about the reunion, what we've seen, what we've done, we're hoping to see, and all that good stuff. Birthdays, we're gonna miss those this week, unfortunately. But fear not, if you had a birthday this week, we'll mention you next week. It'll just be a long birthday session next week. Of course, America's got an important birthday. Our friend Kelly Fenton, her mom, it's her birthday today. So happy birthday there. But there's plenty of the birthdays. We'll get those next week. For now, though, we're just going to kind of wing the show a little bit. We will bring another show tomorrow night. It'll be a very short one, maybe 45 minutes, just to kind of recap Saturday at the reunion and some of the stuff today. Got a lot of great footage today. Unfortunately, it's been run for me. The Cicero family had a great celebration of life. Quite entertaining, actually. It was a lot of fun stories about, especially Joe Cicero, and Marcia Cicero. But that took a lot of time. So a lot of the footage that I did get from vendors, from the registration folks and everything, we'll show that probably tomorrow night. We certainly will have a good show next week. It'll be a reunion review show. We'll be able to put some footage together and say hello to a lot of people and all that good stuff. But in the meantime, we're going to go ahead and move on. But don't forget, guys, subscribe to the channel, SCN Canal Zone on the YouTube channel, especially on there. Subscribe. Get us more viewers and some more traction with the AI there. But other than that, man, let's move right along. Again,
Let's move right along. I think tonight everybody's interested to know what is going on at the reunion, Willie. How has that been? I'm sure you don't go but 3 feet and then you're stopped. Tell us all about that.
I'll tell you, it really is amazing. I've had people stop by and say, "Hey, um, you don't know me, I don't know you, but thank you for putting this show on." You and Ricky do a wonderful job of bringing us back to the Canal Zone, to where we grew up, and keeping that dream alive and keeping that story alive. So, just the fact that somebody takes the time to walk to me and say hello and do that means the world to me. It means that what we're doing is making an impact on people, and this is a passion for Rick and I. We absolutely love doing this. We're doing this for, gosh, what,
A
15,
year and
16
plus.
now. Yeah, a year plus for sure. We're
Almost a
at
year and a
100.
half, actually. Oh my God.
Absolutely.
Okay, well, cool, man. And so, how is the reunion? A lot of people there.
Jam packed, man.
Jam
There is a
packed. Good,
lot of
good,
people.
good.
Class of 80. I saw the class of 75 is here as well. Class of 85 is here. So lot of good class reunions, and of course, just a bunch of Zonian folks here hanging out. Living it up and doing a lot of, hey, do you remember? Hey, do you remember? You remember when? And that's
Yes.
the common story here. That's the one common question that's asked all the time is, do you remember? And that's really what we love about this show, because what this show is all about every Friday night is, do you
Yeah.
remember? And
It's
you get to
keeping
do
that
it
history alive.
Yeah, 100%, 100%. Of course, people are asking where Ricky is, but we need our coverage out on the West Coast as well. But in January, because a lot of people are going to Panama for January, and Rick and I both will be down there for that one. So that one should be an epic show. But that's a different reunion. Tonight we focus on the Canal Zone reunion, Orlando 2025, and
This year reunion.
that's right, right here in Orlando, right?
Yeah.
That's right, Dylan. How many reunions have you been to now?
I think I've been to I don't know. I think I've been to the reunion since I was like 5 or 6.
Wow. So you've been to quite a few.
You are
reunions,
definitely
right?
a Zonian if you've been to that many
Yes.
reunions.
I'm very experienced with reunion, and
There you
let's tell you something, it's a lot of fun.
See,
Hey,
it's
look at
absolutely
that,
so.
right? We
All the kids and
appreciate that.
grandkids of Zonians make the reunion because they're a good time. Even you guys have fun at these things as well. Keep our story going. Dylan will help keep this Canal Zone story going for many years after we're gone. So that's what it's all about, is bringing back those memories, keeping those memories front and center. Learn about what the canal, the high schools, the sports. I mean, all the wonderful experiences that made us the privileged ones.
Yep.
Because I still say that we were the chosen group that got to grow up and live in the Canal Zone, and that's an experience. I'll tell you what, if you, when you're at a reunion, you get checked in, you got your name tag right, you get all of that good stuff, and you get here, and when you get in the elevator, and there's somebody that is a non-Zonian, it's they have to ask. They're just compelled to ask, what is it with you guys, man? Because I've never seen so many people being so tight knit, such a community, and that's if there's ever something that would be the Zonian way, that's it right there, man. It really makes a difference. Somebody you haven't seen in 40 years that you on occasion said hello to in school, and you see them here and you give them a big genuine hug, and it's a real warm, loving hug, because this is somebody that shared that legacy with you. This is another person that was part of that chosen group that was became a Zonian.
Yes, and
it's
keep
wonderful.
telling us, Willie, because we can see that passion when you're at that reunion, how you get that Zonian love. So just keep telling us how you feel. Tell us, Willie, tell us about the vendors.
About the what?
The vendors.
Vendors. Well, a lot of great vendors out there. I did get a chance to interview several of them. I did interview Kathy Sprague, of course, with the Al Sprague's collection, which is always popular, but certainly this year with everything that's gone on, unfortunately, the passing of Al and then celebration of life, stuff is flying off the shelf. So if you're here at the reunion or you're planning on showing up tomorrow, get to those vendors early and get yourself some Al Sprague stuff, because it is going fast. It is now collector's items, right?
Yep. And remember, Zonians making the reunion at the Frozen Shingle Creek Hotel in Orlando.
There you go. Now you know where to go. If you weren't sure, you know where it's at. It's over at the Shingle Creek
I think
Resort.
we found a co-host there, Willie.
We should. I kind of feel like now I can take a break on a Friday. I'll be able to throw somebody else on there and
Her and I, we can kill this show.
No way. No way.
But yeah, no, it is a genuine excitement that we have here. You have a smile ear to ear, and everybody absolutely loves to do this. it's interesting because I'm one of those people that being tardy is it's part of what I do, man. And so I'm running down the hallway here to get over because we got to get set up. And then Ricky met me and goes, "Hey, dude, we haven't scheduled a show on YouTube." And I'm like, "Oh shit!" And so I'm ready to do that. And no one's, "Hey, Willie, here." I was like, "I can't, man. No, real quick, I can't, man." And I'm not trying to blow people off, man, but I got a few minutes to get ready, and so it kind of happens that way. It's part of the gig. But
yes.
there's a lot of people here, man. All ages, all classes. Who else did I say? I saw Coach Bales, saw Coach Houston. I saw Steve Tochterman, member from Final Flight we had on as a guest. John Houston, I saw him and got a chance to chat with him a little bit. He's going to try and stop by here and say hello. Chris Jeffries was going to try and join us. Well, he's actually flying to Panama tomorrow. He's flying on a crypto mission, but interesting stuff. There's safe travels, Chris. Keep me posted on that. That's part of that Bucyrus that I don't know if you've noticed, Ricky, that we've got some people joining, but we'll talk about that some other time. It's an interesting crypto opportunity there. But we are talking Canal Zone reunion here instead. And I mean, this place again is jam-packed. The clubhouse as usual, great place to hang out, catch a break, slow things down a little, grab yourself something to eat. The vendors, I'm telling you, dude, the vendor place is humongous. There are so many vendors out there. Got to check out the museum collection. Ton of stuff on auction there as well. So, and by the way, Ricky, I saw Carl Berg. Remember Carl Berg?
Yes. We're definitely going to be talking about him in the coming weeks, guys. He has just written so many things. Beautiful poems and history of the Canal Zone throughout the years.
Listen, if you're here at the reunion, stop by the vendor because he's got several copies of the Canal Zone dictionary there. Fantastic publication, guys.
Oh, I love that dictionary. I actually have that dictionary close by. Let me go through it because it's called I've been going through it. It's called the Canal Zone Dictionary.
There you go.
And it's got all our word here. Let me look through it and see if I can catch any special.
Amazing. It's an amazing
Zonian word. I'm just gonna randomly open a page. You got here Gatun Anchorage Basin, Gatun Dam, Gatun Lake.
There you go.
Gigante Bay. Anybody know where Gigante Bay? It's on the Atlantic. It's on the Atlantic side, West Bank, on the southwest side of Barrow, Colorado Island.
Know where that is?
Yeah, this dictionary will so much information. And Willie, are they selling the dictionary at the auction or at the vendors?
The vendor. He's got several copies of it.
Oh, guys, try to pick that up.
Dylan wants one now, so.
Yeah, it's absolutely fantastic. I mean, this got words in there that really just relate to the Zonian community and the Zonian way.
The stories are amazing. He sent us a whole collection of stuff, not just that dictionary, but that was probably the centerpiece of it.
I think even movie scripts we have.
He did. He absolutely did. I also ran into Jim Bradley, and he gave me a bunch of CDs and a flash drive with all the photos of the. I think it was, he said someone in his family building the canal, the construction and stuff, wiring all the lighting for the locks, the new locks and stuff. So, yeah, a lot of good stuff there. I also ran into Joe Wood, and he's going to join us. He had some great baseball stories with Cicero. Fantastic stories. Isn't that fun? Really, really cool stories. And the guy's a storyteller because you felt like you were there watching the game when he was telling stories. Yes, it was. That was a really awesome Cicero celebration of life. Fantastic. I imagine that House Sprague one was unfortunate. I wasn't able to do that one. But, on Sunday we have Guy as a celebration of life, Guy Payne. Also tomorrow, Tony Downing has a celebration of life. It's an odd thing, this reunion. We've had quite a few of those celebration of life.
No, Will, it's not odd. It's our age group. This has been going on for a while.
It is. But hey, let's say hello to some people out there.
Yes, let's say hi to some people.
Reunion or not, but,
most of our viewers are at the reunion.
Yes, exactly. But this is the recoup hour, recharge your batteries. You're out all day. You're saying hello. You're doing maybe some drinking, doing whatever, and so maybe 6 p.m. or so, you get a bite to eat. You settle down. So about 9 o'clock, things will pick up again. But it actually makes it easier for us here because I don't have a mic right now and I don't have headphones, but. Got kind of quiet here all of a sudden because it was a bit loud here 20, 30 minutes ago.
And where are you? Where are you at the reunion? What area?
I guess if you want to call it Restaurant Row, We walk
Oh,
by
I know
all the
where- yeah.
restaurants. Right at the end of that, there's some seating areas there. That's where I jumped in. I went down first to that vendor area, but it was dead. There was nothing there, man. I'm thinking, well, broadcast. I might as well be in my room if I'm going to do that.
Yeah, makes sense. Makes sense to be out there all by yourself.
Yeah,
This
so,
way.
but things will start getting up and people will start walking by here as we start going. But your friend is here. Your friend Ralph Furlong is here.
Oh, right on.
Hey, Ralph, he wants to know if you're mad at him. He thinks you're mad at him.
Ralphie, I'm on the news.
Get over here and tell him, man.
Ralphie,
Your
I'm
boy's
on the
wondering.
news.
There you go. Dylan's on
We're
here
on the
as well.
news.
There's Ralph Furlong. He's going to jump in and tell you what the deal is, man. Hey, Ricky, how you doing?
Hey, what's going on, Ralphie? Tell us how's the reunion? What's going on?
What's going on? In my opinion, it seems to be like it's a low attendance, but a great crowd. You know, usually it's a Thursday big crowd and a bigger Friday, but it's raining, everybody's in. It's looking good though for the rest of the night.
Yeah, Friday night is really the big night at the reunion.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, Thursdays are mellow, Wednesdays are mellower.
You know,
But
and there
tonight's
was a
the
threat
big night.
earlier in the week of a tropical storm forming over Florida. So that may have anybody in the Florida area might have decided, hey, you know what, maybe I'll take a break here or not. But you know, to the one who made it, right on, man. And welcome to the reunion. Enjoy it. Be part of the Canal's story and throw out your hey, do you remember? Because there's a lot out there running around right now. And then Sheila, good evening to you, Sheila. Let's talk. Jill Burns, happy 4th.
Hi,
Happy 4th
Jill.
to you as well. Absolutely. Who else we got on here? We got Robert Joyce, all from Panama.
Right on, Robert. Saludo, Robert.
Good to hear from you. Oh, look, Dylan. Somebody said hello to you.
Hi.
Oh, that's Rob saying hi to you.
It's my birthday. It's my birthday.
Hi, Robin.
There you go.
So, Willie, tell us which events have you done today, Friday? I mean, I know you were up till 2:30 in the morning with the rest of the gang.
So,
but how was your Friday?
Well, it was hectic. It was quite hectic. You know, this morning we were. I helped out with Cicero's with that celebration of life, so I had to get the AV stuff set up. I was out till 2:30 in the morning last night, and so I didn't.
But that's normal. That's actually like usual. Yeah.
In the reunion for sure. So I did that, and then I went to the walked around the registration. I had to get because I got in late last night. They were already closed. But that was fun. I interviewed a few people there, which again we'll share those either tomorrow night or next week at the review show. But it was cool to talk to some people there, you know, learn about the whole registration process, you know, and even the governor's membership. A lot more people are having that governor's membership. Saying, hey,
yes,
you know what?
that's a good thing. Yeah, we promote the heck out of that on this show.
Dude, then you don't have to worry about it for 5 years.
5
Get
years.
your stuff done now, and guess what? Till 2030, you have to worry about it. You get your Canal record every quarter coming in. You don't miss out on it. So, good opportunity to help out the society long term. You know, so they can plan on long term plans. But you know, it was did that. And into the vendors, again, like I said, Balboa Trading Company, Ruthie MacArthur was in there, said hello to her, and not Cassie Sprague. I ran into Monkey Howler Sauce. They were there, of course, with all their great displays. Who else? There was a Panama display. Had a bunch of Panama stuff, not Zonians, but it was cool Panama shirts and flags and what was called laope.com. LAOPE.com.
Yeah, right on. Yeah. No, I noticed there was Kunas there too. Kuna Indians.
Quite a few. Ruthie actually invited somebody that her name was Sandra, was right next to her and had all kinds of the molas and what were those things called? Tuturras or whatever the shoes are. The
yeah. Got like a cucaracha kind of name.
Yeah, some weird.
But it's not cucaracha, obviously. But it sounds something like that.
And she also, Ruthie had the koozies, which we made sure to let you know, Ricky,
koozie. That word is that.
it.
Now that I know it, it doesn't sound so difficult. Koozie. It's not even that bad.
Yeah,
I wouldn't even if I had a son, I wouldn't even let my son use the word koozie. No, just kidding, guys. Kidding.
But no, so it's a lot of fun. Like I said, a lot of people here, and there you go, HB Cutarras. Exactly. That's what they have.
Cutarras, that's it, man. I knew it was something like that.
That's the kind of shoes. Those are leather shoes from Canada.
Dancing shoes.
You know, let's talk about the Balboa Rams. You know, last year there was a ceremony for it, and I was in it, and I wore my mom's old cheerleading outfit, and
I
I
remember that.
and I had her pom-poms, and I did the Balboa cheer.
That was
Yes,
so
you were the
cool.
cheerleader last
You
year.
were. You
Right
saw
on.
that
Well,
too.
well, we're very happy to
Out
meet
there,
you.
if you were wondering who that was me.
There you
That
go. That
was
was Dylan
you.
Overstreet. So you guys know Dylan Overstreet, our Balboa Rams cheerleader. Absolutely.
Yay!
That's right. That's right. So, yeah. Who else did I see? I'm trying to think. I saw Ed Dolan. We chatted about a Canal Police Show, episode number 2.
Okay, good, good. He'll be a
He
good
said he'd be
guest to
happy
have on.
to talk about that. Joe Wood wants to do an interview as well. He's got some stories, baseball stories and whatnot. Who else did I run into? I saw Coach Hales earlier. He's going to try and swing by and say hello here in a bit if he can.
Gotcha. Now, let
Coach
me ask you a
Hughes-
question. Who did you find out who won the golf tournament this year?
Ralphie, who won the golf tournament?
It was the 46th anniversary. If I got that right.
Somebody.
I'm sure I grab one now.
Somebody from Jacksonville. They probably cheated. It's all right.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh, congratulations to them because that's always a success.
Two-man team. All right. Well, maybe they didn't cheat. Allegedly, they cheated. That's what some people are saying. I don't know. Maybe I'm just making that up. But
You're making it up.
and then there was that cornhole tournament, which Ricky loves to say cornhole, but and I was supposed to play, but I wasn't able to make it. We were doing some stuff, getting stuff set for that Cicero's celebration and a couple other things, but nonetheless, it was just a lot of stuff to see here. You know, it's
Yeah.
if nothing else, I'm getting my steps in. Okay,
Yeah.
I am walking and walking. You know,
Yeah.
this place is not small at all. It is a giant resort, but it's cool, man. It's a lot of fun to say hello to everybody and you know, and
yeah,
see people you
yeah.
haven't seen in a long, long time. I saw Patty Thompson, a landsider. Her and I were good friends after in high school because she was at a PCC and they had those apartments behind Balboa Pool. And I haven't seen her forever. It was good to see her and you know, it's
Yeah.
you keep in touch with these people on social media, and that's great, and you get to say hello all the time. But it's not the same. It's not the same when you actually to hold somebody and hug them and just have that whole friendship again. We were hanging out yesterday.
Yeah.
And that's that makes it fun, man. It makes the reunion so fun when you get to just
Yeah.
hugging people. And it's that zone thing, you know.
What Willie's trying to tell us is the following. When you're at the reunion, everybody, there's so much to do and truly so little time. So if you suffer from FOMO, the reunion is a place where you're going to really, really feel it. So you try to do everything, but in between talking to everybody and getting to where you want to go, your schedule never works out. And that's kind of what Willie's going through today, but he's meeting all his obligations. He did his interviews. Now he's doing the show, and we appreciate it, Willie. Hey, Rick, because I know you don't have your equipment, you're not set up, and
we make do. We make do.
We're
the best
making
we
do.
can.
But we
It's
do
happening.
appreciate you coming on and telling us, what's going on there and who you're seeing, and we appreciate
and
for
looking
us that are
forward to
not there.
tomorrow's show. You know, tomorrow night we're going to do a show. It'll be a short, brief version. It's like a reunion review show, maybe 45 minutes, but a lot of it will be footage, interviews, and videos.
Correct. All right,
Quite a
cool.
bit of them. Yeah,
Cool.
So that should be a lot of fun. But other than that, moving forward, we're looking forward to getting into our August season, our July season. Again, next week we're doing a review show. The week after, I think, Ricky, we're kind of overdue for we keep saying we're doing but a spillway. I think we ought to do just a full spillway. Especially we're coming out of the reunion. People are going to want to
reunion. Yeah. Let's do some reminiscing.
and that's a great place to do it. While you're here, speaking of the spillway, the Panama Canal Museum collection from the University of Florida. Swing by and check them out. If you don't, yes, the auction's amazing. There's so much stuff to bid on there.
Might be good if you can interview so many people at the auction. I don't know if you already have, but from the footage I saw, you went to the vendors. But just so our viewers can see what items they have at the auction. Because we promote it.
The ideal to walk around and show that stuff. One of the members of the museum to kind of explain, what they're doing and kind of showcase it all. Be kind of cool as well because they have an extensive collection of items. I mean, all kinds of things. I was looking at a lot of the old Canal Zone license plates. Those are everybody always used to hang those up on their walls and whatnot. So have quite a few of those. Of course, the the yearbooks. If you lost your yearbook and you want to get a copy of it, that might be the place to go because they have a few of those. I think I didn't see, but again, I was busy looking around and trying to, maybe interview people and whatnot. But I didn't see any phone books. I'd love to get my hands on one of those old phone books.
Oh,
especially
and
for the
for anything, the maps. Those phone books had the best maps.
They were
easy to identify.
As a kid, sometimes when you were bored, you'd bust open that phone book just to look at the maps. There's just something cool about looking at all the streets.
I remember that.
Hey,
but listen, I got a little news for all our viewers out there, because you know how we love Napoli's. Now, this is not the diss on Napoli's, because Napoli's is going to be Napoli's for the rest of our Zonian lives.
Yeah.
But listen to this, because Panama's always right now on the food news.
Correct.
They had the big pizza contest in Milan, and it's actually called the Best Pizza Contest.
Makes
and
sense.
Panama was actually represented there, and one of us Panamanian pizza places called the Versace got top 100
Versace.
in the world. Well, according to these people. So we always, almost every month, there's some kind of a contest, and Panama seems to be winning. Last month in China, they had a contest very similar to this one for the best barista, and he used Panamanian coffee, and they won. So again, Panama's all over the news, and something I always want to inform our viewers of what's going on there.
It's nice to let Panama, be in the spotlight for a lot of different reasons, not just because they have a canal. I mean, Panama has a lot more than just a canal.
Right. So when you go to Panama, of course, go to Napoli's. Of course, there's no way around it. But also try the new place out, the Versace. Yeah. No, the Verace. 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 It's got to be Verace.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I guess.
Yeah, it's in San Francisco, that excellent neighborhood in Panama. And check it out, guys.
Absolutely. No, well, that's good. Congrats to those men on getting themselves, putting the Panama pizza name out there to the world. Absolutely.
And that there's somebody better than Napoli's. That's amazing.
Yeah. And that's, I mean, I think Zonians might be a little biased on that one. It might say, hey, maybe I am.
Until they try it. Right. They got to try it. Neapolitano. So it's the same type of pizza. Hey, Willie, normally at the reunions, Napoli's always shows up. Somebody always shows up with beer in Napoli's. How is it this year? Have you seen anything? People walking around with any of that?
I haven't seen anything yet, but and they do have this they call it a stone fire oven downstairs in the deli area, and they make some good stuff. I've seen some good looking pies coming over there, man. So they might have their own Napoli's version of it or something.
But every year somebody flies in on Saturday and brings a couple of boxes of, and then they hand them out at the reunion. So
he used to bring some of those often with when he worked with Delta and he'd be in Panama. He'd freeze a couple of them and throw them up here and bring them to us. That was good, man.
Yeah.
You almost don't eat it. You pull it out of the freezer. You're like, oh, do I cook it today? Yeah, you have it at some point, but you want to hang on to it, man. You want it to have. But I didn't golf this year, Jill. Golf last year was rough, man. It was a rough one, and I was really busy. I had so much going on today, Friday. I wasn't going to have time or yesterday, and I had to work yesterday anyway, so I couldn't get out of the office till 5. And I wasn't even going to drive through traffic. I went home, had dinner, took a shower, relaxed, and then hit the road. By 8 o'clock, because I wasn't going to fight 6 p.m. traffic to get out. But it was busy, so no golf for me this year. But maybe next year we'll see. We'll see.
And the weather was good for the golf tournament.
Yeah, it was actually. It was cloudy. The rain didn't come in, but it was cloudy, so it made it a little more tolerable. Which like I said, last year the sun was out the whole time, and it was hot as hell. Yeah. I had a rough one after that. I had to go and recoup, man. I went back to the room, took a shower, and I slept for 4 hours after that. I was like, I took a beating on that one, man. So I said, nah, not this year. It's not for me. But we'll see. Maybe next year. But hey, that's part of that whole reunion experience. The other thing I'll tell you that's worthwhile, and that's why again we talk about that Pan Canal Society membership. The discounts that you get here are amazing. Okay, because this place is not cheap. Okay, and so, here, don't move that. So, I mean, dude, when I got into the room last night, I'm thinking, okay, do I order breakfast, and have it delivered? And holy shit, 3 pancakes with a side of bacon was $31. I'm thinking, whoa, that's so but you do get a 25% discount, which is substantial. But nonetheless, it's a little more than I want to be.
Well, that's everybody knows that's expensive. There's never a cheap hotel room service.
Convention resort, and so that's the way it's going to be.
Yeah.
But,
well, there is a birthday for a very special woman from the Canal Zone today, so we will celebrate her and then catch up with everybody next week, and that is Mrs. Kelly Morris. Kelly Morris' mom. Her very beautiful lady who's always been in a big part of the community and always involved with everything Canal Zone.
And I actually was walking around doing some little spot interviews, and I ran into them and wished her a happy birthday. So we'll try and cue that one up probably next week, maybe tomorrow night, and throw that one out there. It was cool. Yeah. So, but anybody that's listening right now that's here at the reunion, let me know who's the first person you ran into. We did this last year. Find out who the first person you ran into. For me, the first person was Ellen Anderson. That's the first person I ran into last night coming in here. So it's cool to find out who that person was.
First person I ran into.
Yeah, who was that? You came Wednesday, right?
I came Wednesday.
Mitchie Hearn, Mitchie Overstreet came in last night. Who was the first person you ran into?
Ran into, I think, Angie Vinton.
Angie Vinton. There you go. Yeah, I saw her. Is Debbie coming?
I don't think so. Maybe. That'd be nice.
That would be nice. Another class of 86. Yeah, so let us know. Throw it in the chat who you ran into here. Who's the first person you ran into? But again, like I said, guys, tonight's show is not a long show. It's a reunion show. It's just a normal covered show. But,
time to say hi to you at the reunion.
Yeah, exactly. Say hello. See how.
Get your vibe. Get that, because we love to see it. What we love to see really is that reunion vibe, that it only exists when you're at the reunion. We can see it all over your face.
Well, and you'll get a whole lot more of that tomorrow night, because I've got a lot of footage already that I captured. I'm going to capture a lot more. Tomorrow I'm free. I have nothing going on, so I've got plenty of time to walk around and film people. I may actually sit down and do a couple of interviews. Some people have asked me to do an interview with them while they're here. So I may do some of that, but definitely we'll spend some time, cropping and crunching some stuff, throw together some cool videos so we can share some of the reunion cheer with you guys. But like I said, we are going to make it a short show tonight. It's not our traditional show where we've got different segments and stuff. In fact, I just because of the week being hectic and all that thing work, I didn't even get a chance to do birthdays this week. So we don't even have, poor Ricky doesn't have a bochincha segment either for us. So I think what we're going to do is make it an early show, call it early tonight, and then, like I said, tomorrow night, a special segment, not our normal night, obviously a Saturday night, but we are going to recap the reunion. What we've been
a lot of
watching
clips to show you guys.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of good stuff there. So, but that should be a lot of fun. I'm excited, looking forward to that, and then just keep talking about our Canal reunion. And again, next week we will do a reunion review show, a more in-depth one, a lot more interviews and stuff. And of course, at that point, we're going to start working our way towards that Panama reunion in January. Start building that one up.
Absolutely, Willie.
August is going to be jam-packed. We're going to have a lot going on in August. Our back-to-school episode, which, by the way, Class of 86, starting in August, we're going to start doing some Class of 86 shows throughout the year, building up all the way to our reunion in January in Panama, and then our graduation in June in Panama. We'll be up here in the States for that, but stay tuned for that. So a lot of the school shows are Atlantic side coverage. I know Vern is going to come back and do the Atlantic side Crystal Tigers show.
Yeah, that show did well.
So, but get over here. Get over here. Get on this side and come and say hello. So hang on, we got someone else that's going to jump in real quick and say hello before we wrap up and say good night. But
Gamboa in the house.
There you go. Kathy Kessel's in the house. So absolutely. But anyhow, listen, guys. Thank you. So.
And also.
Oh yeah, come back. Sorry.
And also, the only thing I'm doing from the reunion mainly is just us having a fun time and lots of things to do.
That's what the reunion's all about. So, who's the first person you saw at the reunion when you arrived?
Oh my gosh.
That's the question. That's a big question.
And so, truthfully,
From a distance, Patrick Grimison.
Patrick Grimison. There you go. I've been seeing quite a few of the Grimisons. I've seen Patrick. I've seen Matthew, Eric, Richard. Yeah. Oh, Melinda.
Yes, the whole clan.
As usual. So,
Well,
yeah,
Willie,
we had
go enjoy your reunion. Thank you for sharing your time with us. I know how busy it is when you're at the reunion. It's very difficult to put on a show when you're there.
You know, we miss you, but we'll get you on
Yeah,
that
yeah.
show.
No, I'll be there next year. I couldn't make it this year, guys. Sorry about
Well,
that.
anyway, don't miss it tomorrow night, guys. We'll jump on again, do a,
Yep.
a short review show, and then next week we'll be back to our regular schedule. Happy hour at the Balboa Yacht Club, 8 p.m. Eastern time, 5 p.m. Pacific time, and 7 p.m. Canal Zone time. But anyway, Ricky, get us here, man.
Yeah, thanks. Hey, for all you guys that showed up today, thank you so much. We really appreciate it. We apologize for the small show, but we're busy on the reunion night and 4th of July. But we will be back next week with our regular show. And tomorrow, if you want to see some clips on the reunion. Thanks again. We'll see you mañana.
Mitchie says bye. So
Bye, Mitchie.
Anyway, guys, take care, everybody. Have a great rest of your night. If you're here at the reunion, tie one on, man. And we will see you all tomorrow. Ricky, take care, brother. We'll see you tomorrow, man.
All right, we'll see you mañana.